Hi, welcome to a brand new limited edition series entitled Can You Say That? Which has a lot to do with history and culture. If you're a parent, it has a lot to do with your kids. If you're a kid and you're watching this, your parents are letting you watch this, and it probably is going to be helpful for you as well. And you might be saying, well, then what are we talking about? Well, we're going to talk about free speech and cancel culture, and what that looks like from a spiritual sense. Sound intriguing? Well, let's go ahead and tackle it in this introduction. Let me just say that freedom of speech is one of the most important rights that Americans have. Without free speech, we don't have a democracy or any of the other rights that we have. Our freedom of speech, you may know this from your history class, is protected by our First Amendment, which also protects our right to read and write things. That's freedom of the press. It also gives us the right to worship God, however we think is right. That's the freedom of religion. It also gives us a right to dissent and share our viewpoints with other people and the government. This is known as the right to petition the government. All of that is wrapped up into our First Amendment. And when we talk about the Constitution, when we talk about life and freedom in our democracy here in America, to understand that First Amendment is absolutely huge. Freedom of speech, by the way, is one of the easiest rights for people to lose. And hear me carefully, if you lose your right of free speech, you will also lose more rights along the way. And lots of people are out there and they want to take away the right of free speech because they don't like it when people disagree with them. They think the freedom of speech is bad because some people will misuse it by saying bad and hurtful things. And so in our world, in our culture, political correctness and cancel culture are big threats to speech or the freedom of speech in America today. I'll say that again. Political correctness and cancel culture are both threats to the freedom of speech that we have in America today. And no matter why they want to do it, there are people who are wanting to take away free speech, and when you do that, it always leads to bad things. And so it's up to Americans, it's up to followers of God, it's up to kids, it's up to parents, it's up to wise adults to stand up for our rights and make sure that no one takes them away, because the freedom that we have in America and the freedom that we have to speak and worship and do those things that the First Amendment says are part of what makes America such an amazing force for good in the world. And if you try to think of where America fits in God's end times and in the big plan, you're going to find out in the book of Revelation, America is not mentioned. So America has a mission. It has a ministry, if you will. People don't always like to hear that, but one of the things that we are fighting for in our culture today is to hold on to the rights of those free speech. And so the question, can you say that? Well, depends on who you talk to, but according to our Constitution, you can. And the way that you say it really does matter. And so I look forward to joining you in this limited edition series where we explore that just a little bit more. Until next time, I'm Jeff Dixon. I look forward to meeting you right here as we talk about it again.